Okay, I just received my desk. I got the 55-inch maple one. There's the boards. I'm just doing inventory right now and getting everything ready. So I'll start this. Let's see how long it takes me to do. It's about, what time is it? Is that what? I can't see from here. 1:06. Okay. Okay, get your Allen wrench. Put it in your screw and just tighten all 4 of them. At this point, it doesn't say to tighten them fully, so I'm just going to do it until I get it just a decent tightness. Okay, so we're going to use 4 more of the end screws. You got 2 of these, part D. And if you could see the instructions, it shows they go on the outer part right there. So we're going to get this side up and this side out. So I'm going to get this, I'm going to turn it around, and I'll connect it right there. That side, and then this side when I don't have much room in here, so I have to push it out a little bit. So it's going to get connected, the screws as shown in the instructions. Okay, if you're doing this yourself, I suggest to put the inner screw in first, just because of the way this is constructed. This one goes, you should do this one first, then you could even do the other side, and then the outer ones. Okay, I put on this side first, but in the pictures you'll notice it's on this side first, but I don't think it really makes a difference, because right now we're going to put the motor rod in, and it says to do it on leg B, which is without the motor. If you look at the instructions, leg B is without the motor, and it says push it in all the way. Sorry, I'm trying to do this and hold the camera at the same time. So, okay, the instructions say twist the butterfly clip to move the mechanism. What that does, and you can see it, this will raise and lower that bar, which is going to raise the desk, right? So what they're saying is make sure if you need to lower it or move it to get inside this little hole, that's how you do it with this little butterfly clip, okay? And you have to make sure it's all the way in as well. That's not all the way in. Okay. So I would have explained this a little bit different in the instructions, but so when you get it in all the way, it goes all the way through on that end, that way, and make sure that when you move it with the butterfly clip, right, that it's approximately the same height on this end as it is on this end. That's why, okay, so because you're moving the disc. And then right here, when you come to right here, it should slide right in. And if it doesn't, that's when you move in here. You just have to kind of move it up and down a little bit, because at first I was like, why isn't it going in? But yeah, you just move it out and then it slides right in. If you just twist this a little bit, it'll go right in. It has to line up because it's like is it an octagon? I think hexagon or octagon there. So make sure it's lined up. Attach the other part D on this side with the 2 screws there and the 2 screws over here, just like I did on there. Okay, I have to say they did a really good job at directions on top of the instructions. I mean, on top of the hardware. So it says part E facing out. So pretty much like that's how it would go on this side, right? You can't do it this way because then it wouldn't be facing out. So you're gonna get that, stick 2 more screws in and those 2 holes right there. And you do the same for the other side. So now we have the hooks. This is one of the coolest things I thought about this desk. When I saw this, I was like, oh, I love that. Because I actually have my backpack on top of my desk as well as my earphones. So I thought this was pretty cool. So it says you could put them anywhere, and I'll stick them again. Let me put the phone down. And then I'll do one on the other side as well. Okay, so next we have Q, which are the dowels. And in between our boards, which is one of the things I disliked about this, is I wish it was one solid piece, but anyhow. I have a friend who bought it and said he loved it, so I thought I'd give it a try. And he had his for 6 years. So I would probably put glue in here, but I'm gonna just keep it together like that for now, and then put it together and see how it goes. Otherwise, I might put glue in it. Okay, so we're finished with step 7. It's right here. It looks good. Next, we're going to do underneath it, which you need these two pieces right here, which are the J brackets, and then K, which is your tray, or I guess it's called K, yeah, the tray. Okay, and then you're going to install those underneath your desk top, which is actually on this side. So I'm going to do that. Looks like it's down there maybe. And then we'll go. They already put these pre-drilled holes. And you just line them up, put your screws in, and we'll do the So I did it wrong. You only have to put in one first. Then you put the tray in. Then you put the other side in. Okay, sorry. Next we are going to be installing the motor right next to the keyboard. You can see there's two pre-drilled holes right there. And then you're going to be using the O screws, and you need a Phillips for that. Okay. So here, we're ready to put the base on, and it says the motor should be facing the controller, which is right there. There's the motor. So now I'm gonna tip it upside down and then attach it as per instructions. Okay, this is, I think, for the wiring, the cables, whatever wires it goes underneath here, but I'm not gonna put it on now because it's gonna just fall off. So I'll leave that off. I'll figure it out. You can either put it right here, or right there if you need it. It'll probably go right there, but I'm not gonna put it on right now. And then also, I would leave this off until the end. I'll kind of, okay, I'm just gonna test it now so I can see how it's working. I'm gonna tighten this, but so once you get it to the height you want to use it at, so I'm going to leave it at that. Push it. Memorize that, so let's go down a little bit more. And then I'll come up and see if it memorizes it. It sounds kind of rough. I mean, it just might be because it's new. Okay, alrighty, I'm gonna put it in place. Yeah, I'll bring everything out. Oh, I could see I did that wrong. Well, where would the stop be on that? I have to fix that. Okay, so apparently that goes on the outer edge. That goes back on the inside, not the outside. So I have to redo that. But overall, it was pretty easy to put up. And it looks pretty decent. There was a lot of complaints about this, the dividing section, but it won't bother me because my computers will be back here and I have this area to write. The other thing is, you know, I have that set up with 3 monitors and I don't know if this weight's gonna support it. I might have to do something to, because we'll see. I'll put it on there and see how if it's okay. All right. That was my setup earlier. And I couldn't sit down on it because I didn't have a desk chair like that, and it wouldn't go low enough because of this desktop standing desk. But it was very effective. I really liked it. I just wanted to clean it up a little bit better. Okay, that's it. There's not much more I could do with the cords. It is what it is. I have too many things plugged in. But I did get it kind of looking better here. I'll probably fix that a little bit too. A little bit. But anyways, looks decent. The only thing I kind of wish I had with this one, the other one, was the keyboard tray. I don't know. I might have to remove this and put one in. I'm not sure. We'll see how it works out. But anyways, we'll see. I like it so far. We'll see how it goes.